rise for pledge of allegiance and remain standing afterwards. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remain standing for a moment of silent prayer to help guide and direct us. Thank you. Roll call, please.
William Dorsey.
Present.
David Kramer.
Here.
Mark Lehman. Tim McKinley.
Here.
Larry Roll.
Here.
Ed Wise.
Present.
Okay, everybody should have a copy of the
Mark
agenda
Lehman.
in front of them. There'll be one minor change under new business, where item number 1, we're talking about order resolution about General Assembly. We're going to add House Bill 497 to that. And that's all the changes I have. Not,
Can we add 526 too?
go ahead and explain what that is to me, so.
Oh, I know what that is.
Changing the Kentucky Bar Association from a mandatory to a voluntary. So
Okay.
basically gut the Kentucky. I'm
Okay.
being semi-facetious, but I'm strongly opposed to it.
Okay, we'll add that to it. Okay, we got a couple changes. Any other changes? If not, need a motion for a revised agenda?
Motion to revise. Second.
Have a motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Approval of the minutes of the January 8th meeting. Any items there? Changes?
Motion to approve.
Need a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, citizens and guests? Any comments from the public? Okay, thank you. You were lucky last month, I did not give my state of the city, but you have to put up with it today. State of the City of Crestview Hills, February 12th, 2026. We have just completed another productive year in the city of Crestview Hills. This year ends my 27th year as mayor, during which the city was able to accomplish a number of project initiatives. I'm happy to say that Crestview Hills is doing well, and services are still provided at a high level that residents and business have been known to expect from our employees and contractors. The following highlights significant events and projects over the past year. Under economic development, Town Center lost a few businesses over the past year. However, Anderson Real Estate has been able to replace some and add several new tenants. The new businesses include Malone's, an upscale steakhouse planned for the former Taste of Belgium location, and SGN Golf, a replacement for the off-par golf simulator location. Several new businesses opened this past year, including Recton, Jacobs Orthodontics, and Elite Med Spa. On a sad note, TGIF closed after the chain filed bankruptcy. However, Torres Mexican Steakhouse has announced that they will open at that spot in March or April of 2026. The Family Nurturing Center has purchased the property at 380 Centerview Boulevard in the Thomas More Office Park. Plans are being developed to add square footage and partial second floor at this location and relocate all of its employees to Crestview Hills. Also, Cincinnati Children's Hospital completed a multi-million-dollar renovation at its Chapel Place building and the office park and held its grand opening in 2025. They also opened the only pediatric urgent care in northern Kentucky at this site. Crown Point continues to have home construction with several new homes currently under construction. The completion of the Crown Point Circle Loop by the developer has assisted in new lots being available. This was adopted as a city-maintained street after it was inspected. This past year, City Council approved the Kenton County Planning Commission, KCPC, Z21 recommendations, which were formulated by a Crestview Hills working group and PDS over several years. This action enacted an update and user-friendly zoning ordinance for the city. Recreation, trick or treat at the town center along with the December dinner with Santa was held as planned. We had our annual business appreciation luncheon in May for all office workers in our city, and a great turnout despite the mostly raining of that day. The city held an annual summer concert in June at Thomas More University on the parking lot adjacent to the new academic center. I want to thank Republic Bank, the Talia sponsor, and other sponsors for their assistance. Oh, I skipped page 2.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just nudge me. So we'll do page 3, then we'll go back to 2.
It got through.
I was trying to make it quick for you guys. Work has continued to improve the Centerview Park, including improving the landscape and irrigation there. This past year, Thomas More students volunteered to install wood chips on the park trails through their Saints Serve annual day of service. In December, the city held its annual holiday lighting contest, Light Up the Night. Awards of World Market gift cards were provided to the first and second place winners for College Park, Old Crestview Hills, Summit Lakes, and Lookout Farm areas. Public service, the Lakeside Park Crestview Hills Police Authority was able to add a new officer to its ranks this past year, replacing a retiring officer, which makes a total of 12 sworn enforcement officers employed by the department. They are in the process of hiring the 13th officer, which I think he started at Academy February 1st. Oh, another one. Another, okay. The city of Edgewood and Fort Mitchell have completed their annual inspections of commercial buildings and fire hydrants. Also, both departments notified Crestview Hills they have smoke detectors available to be installed for residents at no cost. Under administration, in January 2025, the mayor, city council, and the staff had a goal-setting session and reformulated numerous objectives to achieve over the 2-year council term. City new property tax rate is $1.54 per $1,000 evaluation. Crestview Hills still has the lowest overall property tax rate of all Kenton County cities. The 2025-2026 budget was approved at the June council meeting. Due to a new contract, the city increased its garbage collection fee to $160 a household, which reflects the increase by the only bidder for this service, Rumpke. This is still under the total unit price rate being paid to Rumpke each year by the city. I'm going to page 4. The city again received the Government Financial Officers Association, GFOA Certificate of Excellence for the financial reporting of our annual audit. This is the 23rd year in a row the city is designated as meeting the highest standards for financial reporting. In November, this council heard from our auditor, Chamberlain Owens, on the 2024-25 city audit. The city received an unmodified clean opinion. A bid was awarded in February to Evelar Design Group, this was February of last year, for architectural design for the city building expansion, which includes badly needed additional space for the police department, public works, and city staff. Back to page 2. The city council approved several small businesses for the incentive program with the businesses' intention and rental assistance to new or expanding businesses in the city, including a financial advisor office on Centerview Boulevard. Thomas More University continues to improve its campus and has announced several new undergraduate and graduate programs. Under Public Works, KYTC continues to work on the engineering of options for the improvements to Turkey Foot Road and Thomas More Parkway intersection. Funding for right-of-way utility relocation is not in the current state budget. This will be a request for the new 2026-2027 2-year budget, and Crestview Hills will advocate for the Turkey Foot Road project to be included. Lookout Farm Bridge replacement project has moved forward. A contract with JTM Smith Construction was signed in November, and the work is scheduled to start early spring. This will help eliminate flooding on the lower Shinkle Road Lookout Farm Drive intersection during heavy downpours. Crestview Hills received significant grant funding from SD1 to assist with the replacement of this bridge over the Dry Creek. Street sweeping was completed 3 times in the city, along with 5 additional sweeps along arterial roads this past year. Summit Drive reconstruction was completed by regular blacktop on the old Crestview Hills neighborhood. The city of Crestview Hills and Edgewood were awarded a 60% SNK grant for drainage improvements and repaving for Horse Branch Road. The contract was awarded to Compass Infrastructure in February of last year for engineering work on that road. The city also received a federal SNK grant to fund majority of Thomas More Parkway improvements. That project is several years away. The city also was informed that the Northern Kentucky Water District is working on replacing a water main on Thomas More Parkway and possibly a portion of Horse Branch Road prior to the start of the road work. A short Dixie Highway sidewalk improvement project from Karen Drive to White House Drive is going through the final approval process by KYTC, and construction is expected to start in the spring. In July, the city signed a new engineering contract with Compass Infrastructure Group. Mike Yeager, who heads up their Northern Kentucky office, serves as a designated city engineer. I'm pleased to report that the city remains financially strong and well-managed. Our combination of location, low taxes, first-class amenities makes Crestview Hills a consistent top location choice for residents and businesses. The city is well regarded throughout the region as an innovative and high-quality community. We look forward to an exciting and productive 2026. The end. Drink.
Speech.
Did you say speech? Oh, okay.
Read it again.
2026, goals and objectives, City of Crestview Hills, Palmar. We look forward to another successful year in 2026. Crestview Hills' focus will remain excellent customer service and sound financial stewardship, keeping taxes low while providing high-quality service to our residents and businesses. We anticipate completing several important projects during the coming year to improve our community. The following is a list of objectives for 2026. Continue to work with KYTC and their consultant to address traffic congestion on Turkey Foot Road and Thomas More Parkway. And you heard about the budget cycle. Celebrate Crestview Hills' 75th anniversary of incorporation as a Kentucky city with various commemorative events and a semi-formal dinner. Number 3, continue ongoing effort to rebuild or repave older city streets, utilizing grant funding for these projects when possible. Implement advice provided by our city engineer on current conditions and plans for the future street replacement and maintenance. Number 4, work with Evelar Design Group to finalize design and bidding construction of the expansion and improvement of our city building, ideally start construction sometime in the spring. Number 5, work with JTM Smith Construction to complete the replacement of Lookout Farm Drive Culver Bridge over Dry Creek starting this spring. Number 6, complete the engineering work for Horse Branch Creek improvements, including drainage and creek stabilization, and start construction in the fall of 2026 if possible. Number 7, continue to invest in the Thomas More Office Park to keep this area aesthetically pleasing and a driving force for the city and Northern Kentucky economy. Number 8, work on other public works projects, including Dixie Highway sidewalk, Woods Point Drive repaving, Thomas More Parkway, and Centerview grant-funded road work. Number 9, work with property owners and developers to find a location for a high-end hotel that will benefit Crestview Hills and its partners in the area. This could include utilizing a mixed-use development concept. Number 10, work with Thomas More University as they work on updating their campus and graduate undergraduate programs for students and athletes as they are now NCAA Division II. And number 11, maintain the highest level of professional service in the city government and continue to enhance community's reputation as a prime destination for businesses and residents. I look forward to working with City Council, city staff, business, and residents in the coming year to achieve these objectives. The end.
You're here.
Anybody have any comments, want to add something? Just bring the money with it. Okay, city administrator's report. Alex?
Very briefly, Mayor, my report is in your packets. I passed out a prototype design for a no soliciting cling sign that will mail out to members of the residents that are members of the no knock list. And this was something that Councilmember McKinley brought to us that another city was doing a little differently, but we're going to do it window clings you can put in your window side lights or a window close to your front. That won't be permanent, but it highlights to those that knock on your door that you're on the no knock list, so don't knock.
So
There are,
this is like a sticker?
it's a static cling. We decided against a sticker because some people don't like that because it leaves that residue.
All right,
So it's like it'll,
and it's.
this
for that
size.
size.
It's this
right?
size.
Wait, the whole 8
No,
by-
no,
No, I'm sorry.
It's the 4x3.
It's
4 by 3.
3 by 4, 4 by 3, yeah.
Okay,
Inches.
got it.
Yeah, not the, it's supposed to fit in the side lights if you have the side lights beside your front door.
Okay.
Or an adjacent window, but it's a good idea, and it's very low cost. The other city went with a sign that they had to charge residents for, and I think we're thinking about mailing this to those on the no-knock list. There's about 25, I think.
and just if anybody wants to get on that no-knock list, that's a list that you can call the city, we'll put you on that list. And when a solicitor comes in to tell us that they're going to be soliciting the city, we give them a list of residents
Well, addresses.
or addresses that are not, they should not knock on, and this will complement that also. And so when they come to your door, you just point to the sign.
Beautiful.
But political and charity groups can still solicit.
Correct,
right.
are exempt,
Yeah.
which is, hopefully they see that where it says no soliciting or peddling, so, yeah, charity, political, and there's another one too.
Religious.
Religious, thank you.
Or religious, yeah.
Okay.
So
Anything else?
Jehovah's Witnesses can come to the door.
Anything else?
And if there, I'll entertain any questions about my report. If there are none, that's
Yeah,
the
because,
end, Mayor.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
charitable organization.
Okay, item number 9, continue business, ordinance 2026-1-1, an ordinance of the city of Crestview Hills, Kentucky, accepting the recommendation of the Kenton County Planning Commission and approving text amendments to the city of Crestview Hills, Kentucky zoning ordinance applicable to qualified manufactured homes. I think Alex gave you a good explanation last month and also this month in his report. This was legislation that was passed last year. It's not going to mean trailers or mobile homes in our city. It's just that they can basically do prefab type homes on a permanent foundation. So if there's no objection, we need a motion on this ordinance.
Move for passage.
Need a second?
Second.
Okay, got a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorsey?
Aye.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Lehman? Mr. McKinley?
Yes.
Mr. Rule?
Yes.
Mr. Wise?
Yes.
Thank you. That ordinance is passed. Okay, item number, under new business, we order resolution 2026-2-1. An order resolution, a city council opposing House Bill 495, House Bill 518, Senate Bill 112, Senate Bill 52. We're adding House Bill 497 and House Bill 526. All those bills are items that changes the way we are currently doing business and making a burden on our city and other cities, and possibly reducing tax collection that we're able to do. So, and also the Senate Bill 112 has to do with Airbnbs. So if there's no objection.
Mayor, I need to do some explanation on 526.
Yes,
which I
please.
asked to be added. Frankly, that doesn't affect cities per se. It would basically dismantle the Kentucky Bar Association, which is a mandatory bar association that all lawyers, licensed attorneys are required to join. The primary functions of the bar are to manage attorney licensure, enforce ethical standards, and uphold professional conduct for almost 20,000 Kentucky lawyers. It also provides essential services that support competent and ethical legal practice, including continuing legal education, new lawyer orientation, lawyer assistance program to provide mental health and recovery support, an ethics hotline for lawyers, and client protection and fee arbitration program. So the KBA does an awful lot that's in the public interest and protects the public. And this bill, House Bill 526, would basically end the KBA as we know it. So I'm just totally opposed to it and ask that it be added, and that I support all the other bills too. I've looked at those as well. I mean, I support the resolution opposing the bills on behalf of the city.
Alex, do you have any comment on some of those bills?
Just real quick, I'll just summarize those for those that watch this later that aren't reading the resolution. House Bill 495 was filed that would regulate occupational tax applicability to work from home employees, which sounds very minor and boring, but every city in Kentucky has a good complement of work from home employees. And the current law is you pay where you're sitting. So if you're fully remote working for General Motors, you're not paying Detroit, you're paying Crestview Hills. This bill muddies the water quite a bit on that and would likely result in a revenue loss for Crestview Hills, which hurts our ability to fund public safety and other things. House Bill 518 is using the Commonwealth of Kentucky to collect local government's fees and taxes, which again sounds like a good idea, except that it causes massive confusion, and every part of the state does it a little differently. For instance, we're a consolidated collection. Everybody but Covington is collected through Kenton County and for us, which is supposed to be user-friendly. And things, I hate to say, when they go to the state, they don't always come back 100% because the state's going to want a collection fee. So that's probably not ideal. It's not ideal. Senate Bill 112 is, as the mayor mentioned, regulates short-term rentals. Actually, it prohibits cities from largely regulating short-term rentals. Currently, their Airbnbs are not allowed in Crestview Hills, and that's for many reasons, but the largest reason is because of our 3 to 6 parking restriction. If somebody wants to rent an Airbnb and they have a driveway that has 2 spots, but 6 people, I don't know where they're going to park. That's an issue. And plus, there's also issues with noise and quality of living when those things are rented. And then Senate Bill 52 talks about, I think this was targeted to state government, but they've looped in all the local governments about having an appeals process for licenses. Well, we issue solicitor's licenses, we issue yard sale licenses, we issue a lot of licenses, and if we have to go to the state to appeal them, it creates just a lot of confusion.
Well,
So that-
most of our ordinances that deal with issuance of licenses already have an appeal process in it.
This would reroute it, I think, for a step beyond, in between either would invalidate our
Right.
appeals process or.
Or just create make it an unnecessary step.
That's just a very broad overview.
Thank you. Did we even go to,
425.
you want
Yeah, we
to talk
need to
about
make-
497?
Oh, 496.
Yeah. We have a representative named James Tipton from Taylorsville who has put forward a bill that would abolish what's known as the Donovan Scholarship Program at our state universities. My personal history with this is that I'm a Donovan Scholar recipient, and I finished my college by using this system. So I'm a little upset that this guy wants to take it away, especially with some of the comments that he's made. At one point, he says about valuing and supporting higher education for seniors. He says, are they going out and getting a job? Are they contributing to the economic success of the state? Is it fair to the taxpayers of Kentucky to be paying that bill? That makes me very angry. My personal situation is I get a pension, I have an IRA, I get Social Security, and I'm here to tell you that I make more money retired than I did when I was working. And I spend that money in the state of Kentucky. And the state gets every benefit of that from a senior who doesn't hold a job. But seniors like me are involved in volunteerism, mentoring, guidance. We give experience. We're role models. We're all kinds of good things for the state of Kentucky.
Public service.
Public service. We're here. We're supporting the greatest city in northern Kentucky. I would also like to point out, kind of sarcastically maybe, but Moses came down from the mountain in the year 1300 BC. So for 3,326 years, we've had 10 commandments. We don't need all these laws that you all think we need. Just because you're in the governing body, you think you have to make a law. You don't. We have 10 perfectly good ones. If you follow them, we're good. You know, do what's right for the citizens of the state. Quit taking away things that benefit the people of the state. We need to support the people who live in the state of Kentucky, period. And I'll get off my soapbox. I could go on for on and on and on with this thing, but please contact this guy or contact your state rep and let them know that maybe you would oppose this House bill as well. So thank you very much for letting me vent. I normally don't do this. Yeah, I do.
House Bill 497.
Well, I think there's a value, Mr. McKinley, to educating people, period, regardless. So, I think it's a valuable program.
Well,
Doesn't
we
mean you
have-
need to go out and go run a fill in the blank, you're improving yourself and getting,
I guess I can say things will get me in more trouble, but we have people in their late 70s and early 80s that probably need to get more education.
Understand. Okay,
I wouldn't feel bad, Tim. I'm right behind you 100% on this one.
okay.
Absolutely
Yeah.
agree with everything you said. Enforce.
Okay, so we need a motion on this, please.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Second. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, new business. Mary Ann?
So, on this agenda is, just wanted to let the council know that, at the request of, staff, we have, initiated a foreclosure on 2502 Legends Way. That foreclosure action has just recently been filed. It's unusual when the city initiates foreclosure. We have a lot of foreclosures that get initiated, and then the city is named a party. But where we have situations where there's been a delinquency in taxes for a period of years, that is an avenue available to the city. So I am asking just by motion if the city council could authorize the city attorney to move forward with the foreclosure to its final resolution.
I thought we were just going to do a notification. So there's an ordinance that previously was passed by the council that allows us to do that. Do you still want to do a motion, or you just want to do a notification?
Notification's fine.
Okay, we can do a motion.
I think a
That we-
motion-
I thought we
motion would
talked
just
about
be-
notification. Okay,
Okay.
I'll defer to the city attorney here.
So we have a policy that outlines how many years a person is delinquent or a value, and this person has met all those and
Criteria.
Right.
criteria with
What's an ordinance?
plenty of notification. So we need a motion then to authorize our attorney to file foreclosure on that property.
Is there any communication from them explaining why they're not paying?
Yeah, there's been communications telling them that they're delinquent, and there's been no response.
But no response?
Well, city staff has been over backwards to try to let them know this is coming, so they know they owe it, and they know this is a possibility. So, I mean, I haven't gotten to write it down as a statement, but they shouldn't be surprised. And this is the last resort that we use, and they have to reach a threshold. They have to reach over $3,000 in delinquency, and it has to be at least, there's criteria in the ordinance. I think it's 3 years or 3,000.
I think it was 3.
Yep, okay. So does anyone make a motion to authorize the attorney to file this lien or foreclosure?
So moved.
I'll second.
Got a motion, second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. Committee reports, Public Works, Mr. McKinley?
Well, we've already heard quite a lot about Public Works at the beginning of this meeting. We did have our meeting on February the 4th. We discussed quite a few of the projects that are coming up. One thing I'd like to mention is we talked a little bit about the snow removal, and all I can tell you is that thank God it's starting to melt, because I can't stand it. So, we appreciate everybody's cooperation in getting their cars off the streets and letting the plows do their work. I don't think we got too many complaints this year about snow plowing, so that was a good deal. So thank you to all those people that did that hard work.
Only complaint they had was for the mayor and made the plows go back out and clean some intersections that a truck took a corner too close and wiped all the snow out in the middle of the street.
Oh, my gosh.
So they came back and got it. Anything else?
Nah, that's,
Okay.
like I said, we've covered all these projects already, so it's good.
Thank you. Finance, Mr. Rule?
It's as I had explained before, the Kent County has changed the way that they do their collections. So it's the first month of the quarter. It looks like collections are coming in much quicker than they have in the past. So it's hard to make that comparison. So we'll have to wait till the second month, and I'll reserve my comments until then. And so I have nothing else to report.
And just for everybody's information, staff is starting to work on my budget for next year.
Cool.
Police Authority, Mr. Dorsey.
We had our regular monthly meeting on February 2nd. We had a quorum, and we were pleased that Ed Wise has rejoined the Police Authority Board, making a third member for Crestview Hills this year.
We elected a new chairman.
Much to my surprise, I was elected to chair the board this year.
Just out of curiosity, who from Lakeside Park rolled to be an alternate?
They don't have an alternate. No, they don't. We reviewed bills, warrants, requests for payments, and paid the bills to remain solvent. The chief reported that Tony Wilson, who is a new recruit, has started his DOCJT basic training. I also understand that we will be making maybe a conditional offer for that 13th officer soon. Several officers from the department assisted Lakeside Park in their Light Up Lakeside Park event. Patrolman Armstrong completed her HSI Basic Life Support Instructor Program through the Fort Mitchell Fire Department, and she will now be able to train and recertify our personnel in topics like CPR, AED, and first aid. Our police clerk, Marcus, was awarded the 2025 Northern Kentucky Municipal Clerks Association Scholarship so that she can attend the international conference. Under new business, we adopted, reviewed, updated interlocal agreement from the Northern Kentucky SWAT team. That was the end of our meeting.
Alex, if I understood your question, Paul Markgraf is chair in alternating years, but Dennis Landwehr is the one who alternates rolling on and off.
Just curious.
Thank you. Safety Committee?
We haven't met since the last meeting, Your Honor.
Okay. Fire and EMS, Chief Dickman, you're up first this time. And while he's walking up there, I want to thank Chief Dagenhart for updating our CPR and requirements and AED requirements here for the city staff. Thank you.
Good evening. Just a few things to point out on the report. We did start with 6 new internship personnel that started 1st of January. They completed their week-long orientation and have been placed on shift. They already been enrolled in either St. Elizabeth EMT class or the upcoming fire recruit class. And so they'll be getting those certifications followed, in the spring, they should be wrapping that up. Just also wanted to point out that in our report, the fire report, you'll see there's a change in format in there. It was due to the changes in the National Fire Incident Reporting Standards. Everything transitioned to a new format starting January 1. So specifically, if you look in the categories that are a little bit different, a little bit, some changes in there, you'll just see that a little bit broader, and we've created a new report to be able to submit for those incidents. Also, we just completed a CPR class on January 6th, but I wanted to pass out, and I will get with Stacy to share with you the new CPR training class, community CPR training class for the 2026 year. The next class is in May 9th for the community, but I will share that with Stacy so she can share on the Facebook. That's all I have to report.
Right. Any questions? Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Chief Hampton?
Evening, Mayor, Council. Very briefly, for my report, a couple things. First and foremost, we have 3 members that started EMT class, and 1 member that is currently in paramedic school. We're currently in the process of performing our annual DOT inspections on all of our equipment. That's an ongoing process, takes about a month to get everything through. Also, on February 1st, we implemented our new software. I know we talked about that coming up, and our report will be looking different for next month, so look forward to that. Other than that, that's all I have. Any questions?
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Development and Zoning, Mr. Kramer?
Nothing new to report.
Okay. Chair and Recycling,
Nothing new to report.
okay. Recreation,
So for the 75th anniversary for the city, we put an article in What's Happening. This time it was a single page instead of a 2-page spread. The reason for that being is for the county, it's cheaper to do a single page, and really that's all that we needed for the 75th anniversary stuff. Another reason that we did the county, besides it being cheaper to do a single page and being a single page option, it goes to more people. It goes to everyone in the county versus previously we were limited to the 41017 area code. So it went to a significantly larger amount of people for less money.
So if you get a question about that, because it's going to the whole county, that's why. And some of these events are open to the public, and a lot of people have Crestview Hills connections that may want to go to these events that grew up here. So that was another piece of it.
on page 7.
Yep, on page 7.
I don't anticipate us doing this every time, but it's a unique circumstance for our anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nothing personnel, public relations, Southern Communication Board, no information there. Communication, we just put out our winter newsletter. If anybody has anything for the spring newsletter they want to put in there, give Stacy a note or call, and we'll get that done. Anything else for the betterment of the city?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Thank you for watching and coming. Meeting adjourned.